What if I told you that practicing scales and arpeggios doesn't have to be tedious? At first, it's going to seem like it is. I gotta admit, anything when you're first learning it, especially the technique behind it, memorizing it, getting the muscle memory set, is going to take time. What I want to show you is just simple C major scale. How are you going to get so good at any scale in just 1 week or less? This is how you do it. First thing we have to get down is what are the notes of the scale. So I'm going to show you C major. It's an easy one. It's all the white keys. So this is going to be easy. It's just all these white keys from C to C. If you want to do more than one octave, that's also fine. It's going to look like this with the right hand. First 3 fingers, thumb under, then 5 fingers. Then back down, reverse that finger pattern. So a couple things to get right first. First thing is know the notes and know the finger pattern. Then what we want to do is look at the technique behind this. Make sure you're not doing something like this. None of this. None of this moving the arm out. Your thumb is able to move very easily in this way so that you can reach underneath for that next note. On the way back, when you get to the thumb, same idea. You don't have to move the arm out like this to get there. Just move the thumb to allow your 3rd finger to reach over for that E. Now do this with me. We're going to go kind of slow. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back down. 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Now, how is this going to help you? Well, this is just the start. You've got to learn the basics of the scale. Now, the next part is the sort of tedious part that will lead to it being less tedious. Every day for a week, or let's say 5 days out of a week, try this and try to make it 5 days in a row. We need consistency to memorize things and to get the muscle memory going. So what you want to do is play this just one hand at a time for this week, 10 to 20 times in a row. The reason I say 10 to 20, so if you play it 10 times in a row absolutely perfectly, then you might be good at 10. I suggest trying 20 though, if you can stand it. It doesn't take that long to play it 20 times in a row, and the more you play it, or the more times in a row that you play it, the faster you're going to get at it. Now, this doesn't mean that once you feel comfortable with it, just automatically start trying to play fast. You want to also make sure you're playing even. Now, this comes into using metronome practice. Make sure if you aren't playing perfectly evenly, use the metronome. When you do want to start playing faster, we do want to incorporate the metronome. I'll have another video on using the metronome for that as well. Let's look at the left hand. Left hand is just reversed fingering of the right hand. 5 fingers up, 3rd finger over. Same technique as I showed before. Just pivot that thumb. On the way back down, just bring the thumb under. No excessive arm and wrist movements to get you there. Try it with me. Ready, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, back down, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, once you spent, say, the week, or depending on how good you feel about this hands alone, a few days, try it hands together. Now, when you go to hands together, you may need to slow it down quite a bit. And what you want to do is go for accuracy, not speed. When you have to switch fingers, just stop and think, what happens here after I get to the 3rd finger? So the right hand thumb needs to come under, left hand stays where it is, and then here, left hand 3rd finger comes over. So just really take your time with that. Once you get that down, again, 20 times in a row every day. And if you do that for 5 days, again, once you get to hands together, I can almost guarantee you that within the end of those 5 days, you should notice a significant difference in how easy that scale is to play. And you might be thinking, yeah, but there's 24 scales. How am I going to do this for all 24 scales? Well, it's not that long as you think. Now, the finger pattern is one part of it. So 10 of those 24 scales, hands together, use the exact same finger pattern. So think about that. That's going to really help. You won't really need to think about finger patterns. So once you move to, say, G major, let's say that's your second scale, finger pattern's the same. You just have to remember what notes to play. And if you want more tips or videos on scales, let me know. I'm definitely going to have more of these. Not sure when I'm going to do it, but if you have any specific videos you'd like to see, please let me know.